The next game that people wanted me to take a look at was Mafia: The Old Country. Now, this I'm personally excited about. You guys have seen me play Mafia. I haven't finished it all the way, at least on stream. I've played it and beaten it once all the way through myself. But I have not played the second one, and I have not played the third one to completion. So this makes me want to play because a new Mafia game could mean, a really, really fun time. The new ones were remakes, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at... Okay, so apparently there's 4 installments. Developed by 2K. Okay, that kind of has me scared, I'm not going to lie, because I feel like they're a little bit more money hungry in terms of the NBA games. Mafia 4 was my highlight of the show, assuming it's good as the 1 remake. Mafia 1 remake was amazing, man. Mafia 1 remake was amazing. Only problem with it was kind of glitchy, I'm not going to lie. However, that doesn't mean the new one is going to be glitchy, right? So if they do this good, then I'll be completely happy. But then again, going back to my 2K point is I feel like with their like NBA 2K, that's usually the most experience I have with them. They're kind of money hungry, so I really hope they don't do that in this game. Obviously, these are like gangster-inspired games. I was really a fan of how the first game, at least, it felt like a movie. The cutscenes, the way the missions were, they had the camera focus, and just how the missions were organized. It felt a lot like a movie. So I'm very, very excited to get my hands on the new Mafia game. This is 100% something I would play on release. So I don't know if we have an exact release date yet, but yeah. So the definitive edition came out in 2020. That's crazy. That's a long ass time ago. First release was in 2002. Now I do have the second game, I think, for PS2, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to play that. I want to play the remake, if I'm being honest. So that's probably what's going to happen. So, okay, so this is set to release in 2025, according to this Wikipedia entry. Okay, so I will get it on my Steam account, which is excellent. Yeah, I think they're going to do a good job, just based on this. But I do have some concerns, and I guess we'll find out about that a little bit as time goes on. Jesus, I didn't realize it was 4 years. Yeah, dude, it feels like a million years ago. I want to see how they do this, because they could handle this very, very well, which I hope they do, or they can handle this very, very poorly, which I feel like it's always one or the other. It's never just a mad game.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood.
Wait a minute. Does that look like Morello to you guys? Or am I tripping? Does that look like Don Morello? Maybe like a younger Don Morello? No. I don't think that's Don Morello. I'm tripping.
Blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not Don Morello.
It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Okay, so far from what I'm seeing, graphically it looks really nice. It seems like there's going to have some initiations. So it's called Mafia: The Old Country, so I'm assuming that we're going to have some sort of origin story when it comes to the Mafia. I'll do some research on this right after we watch the trailer all the way. But so far it looks really nice. So I'm definitely interested in picking this game up. If it's the same type of cinematics, like you saw the way that person was assassinated in the theater, I thought that was pretty cool. It reminds me a little bit of the Assassin's Creed franchise. So I wonder if we have some, sneaking missions put in there, because clearly that person was killed and everyone else wasn't tripping about it. I think it's about Don Salieri when he first started out. It's set in 1900 Sicily. Interesting. Now I want to know, because it's the old country, I wonder if it follows Don Salieri's entire life, or if it decides to just kind of focus on that Sicily setting. Either way, I think that's pretty dope.
I do.
Oh, hell yes, it's an origin story. Yes! Yes, I'm excited. Look at that. The countryside looks really, really pretty. The countryside looks really, really pretty. And if you look at just the lighting and the way that people's wrinkles on their faces and stuff are, really detailed so far.
Repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty.
Oh, hell yes, knife fights. Hell yes.
My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
That is nice. That is freaking nice. You know what? This is probably the game I'm most hyped about, I think. Let me see here. Not Discord. I want to open Steam. And if I go to Mafia, add this to my wish list. There we go. All right. So at least we'll be informed on what's going on, right? And then I want to take a look at some information because I guarantee you, because there has been trailers on this already, So Mafia, the Old Country information. So let's see what we know about it 100% as of right now. Okay, so it's already on 2K Games' website. So it's coming summer 2025, so this is going to be a fun summer, that's for sure. Undercover the origins of organized crime in Mafia, the Old Country, a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld Sicily. Fight to survive as Enzo Favara in this... Okay, so it's actually a different person altogether, okay. And this immersive third-person action adventure. All right. Uncover a merciless world of organized crime, the rough-hewn beauty of Sicily's rugged countryside. I'm not going to lie. The countryside look really pretty. So I'm really happy to see like how that pretty countryside is going to, juxtapose with this violence that's going to happen. Oh, right here. It's a stark contrast to the grime of urban alleyways. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. But the treachery and violence of this gangland run just as deep. So now I know these people... I don't want to say these people, that sounds weird, but the mobsters, usually they are, at least Italian and Sicilian mobsters, they talk a lot about family and whatnot, right? So I wonder how that works in Sicily and Italy because, a lot of times they are, the same race. So I'm curious how that works. Are they going to stick to, purely family in this type of situation? Or is it like once you're initiated, your family? You know what I mean? So that's something I'll have to see. Classic mob movie. This is what I was hoping for. The mob movie aesthetic that we got from the first one, that was amazing, and I really wanted to see that again. So you're the antihero of this thrilling 1900 story, living out every tense moment of Enzo's descent into Sicily's, I don't even know what this says, criminal underworld, soak in sun-drenched Mediterranean, picture-perfect visuals. That's nice. By Unreal Engine 5 and immerse yourself in every period, authentic detail of this classic crime drama. These people, what do you mean? That's why I caught myself right there. I was like, I don't want to say it like that because that sounds really weird. I don't mean it that way, guys. I don't mean it that way. But fight to survive, engage in a life or death combat, be it up close with a blade from afar with a variety of firearms. Okay, so one thing I'm really hoping about this is I want to see like a more variety of firearms. I feel like in the first one, there was a little bit of variety, but there wasn't as much as there could have been, So I definitely want to play around with different variety of weapons, different variety of like, physical objects in terms of like what I can hit people with, blunt objects, knives, swords, that type of stuff. And I also want to see different types of guns. And then I also want to see like what I really hated about the new game was the driving. I swear to God, the driving I hated that shit. I skipped it every time. Obviously, I would like that option to skip and go straight to the mission, but I also would like to see just better driving in general. I just feel like compared to like the GTA franchise where I actually enjoy driving to the locations, the Mafia games weren't that great in my opinion, and just in terms of the driving. So I could definitely see that being improved, And then I also want to see like cameos from the older characters that may exist in this setting, That would be dope to see, which I think they'll deliver on that last one 100%, but the other two we'll have to find out to see. To prove himself worthy to the Torrisi family, Enzo will have to master all the tools of the trade, including period authentic handguns, rifles, shotguns, to overcome any odds and doggedly eliminate the Don's enemies. Yeah, that's a big thing. Just because I want like variety doesn't mean you should bring in like guns that don't exist in the time period. So yeah, I think that's smart. Reach your next target to make a hurried getaway. You'll need to gallop on horseback across cobbled streets and open fields, or speed down dirt roads in authentic turn-of-the-century automobiles. Nice. That's nice. And then they're plugging their own 2K benefits. Let's be honest, I'm not doing that shit. But so far, I'm pretty excited about this game. I'm very excited to see, because Sicily is not America. Obviously, they have different laws and whatnot. And obviously, murder is probably illegal there too. But I'm curious to see like the intertwining of like, let's say this Don has, he has, what I want to say, the politicians and whatnot in his pockets, and how that works in that country. You know what I mean? Because it's a completely different country, different people. Maybe in terms of like, I would say like modern day America. I can't speak for like 1940s America, but in modern day America, it feels a lot more like this stuff is on the down low. You know what I mean? If this type of things exist, like I don't openly know that the Don has bought out the mayor of the town. You know what I mean? That we don't know about that stuff. But is it possible that in this setting and in this country that everyone knows it, and everyone knows to be scared of them? Or are they going to be more on the down low about it? We'll have to find out. So definitely very, very excited for this game. I am 100% picking this up when we get the chance. And we are going to stream it, so stick around.